Give it a little gas. That sounds good. That should go. She got some good power. Plus 300 minutes. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Peters.autovlog. Today we're going to get behind the wheel of this beautiful 2022 Lexus IS 350 F Sport. Very excited to get behind the wheel of this compact luxury sports sedan, as I've never gotten behind the wheel of this latest design of this beautiful Lexus sedan. Now, before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Lexus IS. A big thank you to my friend Tim, and I'm going to put all their information and a link to their website in the description below. Now, I wanted to share my driving experience to see how this feels compared to the BMW 3 Series that I have been driving for quite a bit of while. Now, I've always been a big fan of this Lexus IS ever since it came out. This is the third generation of this car, and I really like it. I mean, it's such a good car. Now, this one that we have with us here, guys, it is a 2022 ISF 350, finishing ultra white with the circuit red leather interior, which is a kind of different combination. Not a big fan of the red leather interior, but it definitely looks good in this car. Now, in terms of design, this was redesigned in 2021. So it's a really good design. I think it's Lexus' best looking IS model with a big front grille. Of course, we got this very Japanese design to the lights. We got LED projector lights. Of course, we got all kinds of front splitter here, as you can see. It doesn't have the handling package, I believe, the adaptive dampers, but at least it's got the nice staggered wheel setup on this one. And of course, you can see the wheels. These are 19-inch wheels. And these are wrapped around, I believe, Toyo, what is it called? Toyo Extensa tires. These are 235s in the front, 265s in the rear. The same wheel setup, but really nice. The way this looks, kind of like a dark anthracite wheel and glossy finish. Really looks good. We got the 4-piston calipers with about, I think it's a 13.2-inch rotor here in the very front. It's a compact sedan, obviously not very big, kind of the same thing as a 3 Series. So it's a smaller, kind of a, looks at the same size as a BMW E90, E92, kind of that size. What it looks like to me, as you can see, seeing it in person. But I really like the design. You can see, guys, the design of this car is really cool. I mean, it's got really nice design. See mirrors. We got kind of like a bi-tone or three-tone color. We got a black here in the top, white, and we got a bit of chrome with the turn signal there integrated into that. It's got a bit of a window tint coming around. You can see we got the aluminum trim coming here in the back. This is one of my favorite designs of this car is the rear. It looks so good, so modern, much improved since the last, the updated of the LCI version or the prior years of these IS. But this looks fantastic. Got the Lexus badge. Got a little lip spoiler here done in black because this is part of the F Sport package. Really nice the way this looks. Basically, we got a gloss black lower bound, so the rear diffuser with a couple of exhausts on each side. Really looks good. I mean, it's a good looking sedan. I like it. I mean, it's just the way it works. You can see the design of this fender right there kind of sticks out. Really, Lexus did a fantastic job. Take a quick look at the trunk. But before we do it, here we have the key with us. You can see this is a kind of a leather pouch, little nice pouch that this key is in. We got open, close, hold for opening the trunk, and just a panic button. Let's go ahead and hold it up and open up the trunk and see how much of a space this is. So you can see that got the little nice spoiler. We got a reverse camera there. Lexus IS, pretty good sized room to this trunk, and you can see we got about 11 cubic feet of space, and you can definitely put at least a golf bag across one of them at least. But you can see we got some floor mats right there as well, which is part of this are all the rubber, or basically rubber floor mats. We also have, let's see what's underneath here. I think we do have a spare tire here underneath as well. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, we do have a space-saving spare tire. You can see there, which is pretty cool to have. But as you can see, pretty good, decent room. When you lie down here a little bit, the seats do come down. I think a 60-40 split. Moreover, a pretty good size trunk for this compact sports sedan. So there we go. So let's put this up. We got a little nice handle there. We can bring this down, and as you can see, that paint really shines in the light. Really cool the way this IS looks. And coming here to the front of this Lexus, go ahead and open up its hood and see what's powering this girl. And of course, thank you Lexus for putting some hydraulic assistance to open up this hood. And here we have one of Lexus' best engines. This is a 3.5 liter normally aspirated V6. This is producing 311 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. This is going through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and of course going through the rear wheel, which is the way it should be. Fantastic engine. In terms of fuel mileage, you're looking at about 20 miles in the city, 28 on the highway. Obviously, you don't buy this type of car for fuel economy, but overall, still not bad considering this is a V, pretty much, a performance V6. But it's a great, fantastic engine. This engine's put in a lot of Lexus products. Of course, we also have the IS 500, which is a 5-liter V8 with about 472 horsepower. That's probably the best one I still want to get my hands on. And you can also go to a 4-cylinder turbocharged on the IS 250, if I'm correct. But this is probably one of the best power plants before going to a higher horsepower or just getting a 4-cylinder turbo. But there we go, guys. Here's the engine of this IS 350. Let's go ahead and put the hood down, and there we go. And just taking a quick look at the interior of this IS 350. As you can see, this one here is finished off in that circuit red leather interior, which is fantastic. It looks good. I'm not a big fan of the red interiors, but the quality of the seats and the way this is all designed is very, very nice. You can tell right from the quality of the car, you can just feel it and see it. But there's no storage here on the door, nothing like that. But take a look at the inside. Couple pockets here in the door. We got the sunroof, as you can see, and of course the seats do fold down. Let's get inside real quick and see how roomy this is. So here we are inside of the Lexus IS. Not a lot of room here in the back. Obviously, it's a compact sedan, so probably not much bigger than, say, a Ford Maverick. This is pretty small in the back, but it is what it is. It's not bad for considering if you do a small trip, but you gotta watch your head when you come in, especially that I'm about 5'11". So, but the leather feels fantastic. We got a couple of AC outlets, no USB ports or anything that I see here in the back. But overall, I like the black headliner. We got some lights here. And as you can see, we got the nice 10.3-inch screen that this one here is equipped with, this Lexus. But I really like it. The leather does feel very nice. You can just say it's perforated. Definitely the quality of the car, you can tell. This kind of looking to me is I'm not the biggest fan of this being red, but yeah, actually Lexus did a good job. But there we go. Let's go ahead, guys, and get to the front. And before we get inside to the driver's side, you can see, guys, the mirror looks really cool. We got, of course, blind spot detection, and of course, Toyota's latest and greatest of driver tech and assistance. Opening up the doors, you can see, you kind of kneel down here, and you can see we got a really nice leather red leather interior, what they call the circuit red. Really nice pattern there. Controls for windows and mirrors. A little bit of space to put your things, or not, you can really put anything else in a small water bottle or your wallet, but that's a little bit short in space. But overall, looks great. You can see we got the F Sport element here on the door sill. And of course the interior looks great. Gonna come here a little closer. Beautiful leather. Of course, these are heated and ventilated. Nice sports seats. You can see got plenty of side bolstering for the curbs. Of course, their power, I think they're about 10-way power. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen if I missed it. We got the leather carbon steering wheel with the red stitching as well. Really, I mean, you can just tell the design, and of course the quality of the Lexus is right up there. I mean, really nice car, and this is what I expected of a higher end Toyota product, of course, this being the Lexus. But we got buttons here for your lights, all kinds of things. You got your auto trip and all that. This is a manually tilted and telescopic steering wheel, so you can see we got some paddles there as well. But really nice interior. Let's go ahead, guys, and jump in. So here we are inside of this Lexus IS, and it's a really nice interior copy. You can tell the quality. A lot of people think this is an older design. It is obviously Toyota's. This is an old, older car that's it's kind of 10 years old in terms of design and interior, but it still works. It is compact. It is snug a little bit here, especially here on the basically on the knee side of the driver. It's a little bit tighter. This feels tighter than my BMW 3 Series, but obviously still a good quality. You can just tell the quality, the way this is. Got the sunroof, got the leather, got some nice visibility on this. The ergonomics actually feel really good. And before we go on, let's go ahead and get this engine started so we get everything turned on and get some AC going, because it's getting a little bit warm here in Central Florida. Foot on the brake, start button, which is located right up here. You can hear that beautiful sounding V6. Really nice interior. You can just tell the quality of the car is very nice. You see the nice Lexus graphics. We got the awesome dial here that moves, so you can see really cool the way that is. Really awesome interior. I think even though it's a little bit dated, a lot of people think, of course, this is a reliable car, but a little bit of dated stuff, but it still works. I think it's still pretty good. I like the cockpit interior. Now, before we close the door, let's go ahead and hear, this is already warmed up. Let's go ahead and hear this 3.5 liter V6. Sounds very nice. Kind of quiet, but super smooth engine. You can just feel it. Really good engine. Let's go ahead and close the door. Everything feels great. Now, just a quick overall review of this interior cockpit. We got a 10.2-inch screen here with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Of course, Lexus is just trying to kind of catch up to the latest and greatest of all the infotainment screens and everything. That's all the technology in the cars. But this has still got a lot of buttons, which I really like. Obviously, all the new cars have basically just screens and no buttons. I really like this setup, even though this is kind of old school. Most people think that this is still a little bit outdated, but I think it does still work well. The interior is really nice. You got some leather. You got stitching, a bit of red stitching on the, of course, here on your leather dash. Really cool the way all this is. The design is very nice. You can see we got very nice visibility as well. The seats feel fantastic. In terms of the ergonomics, they're really good. I mean, we got a great feeling steering wheel. We got awesome instrumentation with this clutch moves up and down. We'll check on it in a few seconds. But here we got just, you know, your glove box right there. If we can open this up, you can see a really nice glove box. Everything's really nice and everything just feels so in good quality. We got an analog clock here, kind of old school. You got basically touch buttons here for your AC. We got your 17 speaker Mark Levingson system, which let's see how this sounds. Wow, that's a fantastic sounding system for sure. Probably one of the best ones I've encountered. And this, the technical feel of the buttons are fantastic. Well, the Lexus, I mean, obviously this is a quality car and you can just feel it in terms of all the materials and the way everything feels. Then here you guys, we got controls for your heated and cooled seats. We also have probably a heated steering wheel. The rest of it, we got a CD player and all that you can see in the middle. Down here we got just a bit of the leather, feels fantastic. As you can see there, we got here coming to the center console, we got controls here for your driving modes. We are on sport, we got normal, and we got echo. We got a snow button here, traction control off and auto hold here for coming to stop, which is really nice. So we got those you can switch the point to echo, sport, but we're gonna leave it in sport. That's the type of channel we are. As you can see, that also shows you here on the screen. 8-speed automatic, cup holders, and here we have the little, you can also control the center screen. We got a little kind of mouse and little pad here, which is not interesting the way that does, but that's the way Lexus has done it. Here we have a center console with a couple of USB ports, auxiliary and a 12 port right there. As you can see, a little more space. Then we got a little bit of a kind of like cover. What is that? Quilt? I don't know what it's called. Really nice the way that is, this interior. But as you can see, guys, very nice the way this cockpit is. Of course, we got pedal shifters here in the back for the 8-speed automatic, controls here for your adaptive cruise control and your center cluster. Now, what's really cool about this, you can see we got, you can switch this down, that whole thing moves, which is a really cool detail. A little more settings you can do here and kind of all turn off and all that kind of settings, but that is a cool feature, the way that little analog thing moves, really cool. And of course, we got a digital speedometer in the middle with your tag, kind of the way this is. Really awesome interior and cockpit and cluster design that Lexus did. But love the AC vents, the way they are kind of round. Everything just looks so good. I mean, I really like it, and everything you touch and feel is just really cool. We got automatic up and down windows all over the place as well. The sunroof up here, we got this controls for your sunroof, the SOS button, and I don't see a, it's kind of really quick touch. You see that we got LED light. I don't see a place to put your sunglasses, but, and just a pretty good sized rear mirror. But overall, guys, pretty cool the way this is. We got your mirrors here. Love that the headliner is done in black, which is really nice. But there we go, guys. Here's kind of a quick summary of this Lexus IS 350. But before we go on, as I mentioned, this is a pre-owned car. This one's got just over 30,540 miles, and I did find the original sticker of this car. Let's go check it out now. Here we go, checking out the sticker of this Lexus IS 2022. As you can see, done in ultra white. This one started off at 43,200, and as you can see, the options on this one's got the panoramic view monitor for 1365, 2750 for the navigation and Mark Levingson system, 500 for the premium paint. The moonroof is $1,100, $295 for the weather floor mats and all that stuff, for a total price of $51,050. This one's not equipped with the adaptive suspension as well that you can get on this models, but this was not equipped with that. But you can see all the great things, guys. 28 miles in the city. Really cool the way this car is, and pretty good spec as well. So, and then the asking price that this car is on right now, I believe Bartow Ford is asking $43,000 for this car. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen, but it's actually not a bad price, and this thing is actually brand new. There's no wear and tear, nothing of that. Even though it's got 30,000 miles, somebody definitely took care of this car. As you can see, everything, even the leather, just really feels like a brand new car. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and drive out. Let's go ahead and check out the reverse camera first. As you can see, we got a pretty good size camera. The graphics is actually bloody good, and you can see we do have a 360-degree camera there as well in this car. Let's check out what else we can do. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Really good camera there. The graphics are great, and we also got trajectory lens, and I'm sure we got, let's see, we can just kind of back up here. And where are our, we should have some sensors in the back. I don't hear them, but maybe the thing's too low, but oh well. Pretty good car. We're here to check out sensor. We're here to drive and see how this Lexus IS 350 F Sport feels. And let's go ahead, guys, and check out how this girl drives. Now, I'm very eager because obviously, you know, I've been driving BMW 3 Series for basically for over about 25 years or so. This is kind of, I really had a lot of experience behind. I only drove the, if you see my channel, I did drive an IS 300 all-wheel drive. It's got the big hump here as well here because of the transmission. But wow, this is a pretty cool feeling to this Lexus. Very similar cockpit, of course, but this has got a little more powerful engine. And let's head out this way here. So 8-speed automatic, about 311 horsepower. I'm gonna stop for a little bit, see if that guy will go. And I'm gonna turn left a little more quicker, see how this feels. Nobody else coming. I don't see anybody coming. Got a nice port sounding exhaust. And no, let's see how this turns. Oh yeah, this turns. Oh yeah, this is definitely, it's got some good handling, you can tell. Actually, I'm gonna drop this down. So we've got a little bit more quietness and no air noise. Wow, this feels fantastic. This feels right, nice and planted too. Let's just check out the brakes. Brakes feel very good. Let's go ahead and give it a little gas. That sounds good. That should go. She's got some good power. Plus 300, not a ton of horsepower, 311, but they do put the power down and it does feel good, I'll be honest. Wow, very impressed with the car. The suspension does feel very taut. It feels pretty planted. Not a ton of body roll, but man, this thing feels nice. Compared to some of the trucks and everything I've driven, this thing feels like a little rocket, and it feels like a little go-kart. But wow, very impressed with the Lexus. The brakes, the 4-piston calipers, yeah, they have some good bite to them. I like the progressive feeling of the brake pad. Wow, very impressive with this this Lexus ISF. Not ISF, IS 350S F Sport. I love the cockpit of it though. Yeah, I can say it's a little bit dated, but I like the buttons. I like the way everything is here. And of course, you got that awesome Mark Levingson system. Wow, sounds fantastic, man. This is a quality sound system. Probably better than the Bang & Olufsen system than the Fords that I've driven. It's gonna give it here a little bit of go. Yeah, she's got some good go. For super smooth transmission, can barely feel the shifts. I gotta be careful because I don't want to be too crazy with speed here. But yeah, the steering wheel feels great. The steering is pretty direct with a good feedback. Yeah, the tire, you can tell what the tires are doing for sure. Yeah, this car is good. The suspension, the tuning is perfect. It's not, it's you can tell it's a little bit on the stiffer side, but it's not beating you up. God, suspension tuning is very nice to this. Now, I don't think this has the adaptive dampers because obviously it's not in the option. So this has the regular, independent coil suspension, not the adaptive dampers. But man, this thing feels good. Yeah, the steering is pretty direct. I mean, not a little bit of variable, but the way this car feels, it doesn't feel heavy. It's about 3,800 pounds, give or take. This IS 350 F Sport, which is on par with the BMWs, with all that, what it is. I'm gonna drop that volume, but wow, I'm very impressed. The seats are comfortable. The cool down, the cooled seats feel great. It's super hot right now. I don't know where's the temperature gauge on this. I don't see one, but it's not as hot. It's like an 87, 86 right now. But wow, this thing feels so good. The response is nice. Let me see if we can. The paddles. Yeah, they're not super responsive, but oh, we got a green light. Let's see if we can make this one here. Oh, no, we're not. And the brakes. Yeah, the brakes do have some good stopping power for sure. Not much brake dive. Car feels pretty buttoned down and braking, which I like. Wow, very impressed. I'm very impressed. More than I expected it to be in this IS 350. This F Sports package is definitely worth it if you're gonna get one of these for sure. Oh, what is it? Something popping somewhere. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. If anybody has owned one of these, I mean, in terms of reliability, can't really say it is. I mean, these are pretty reliable cars and probably one of the most reliable in its class, considering the BMWs and all that. If you take care of them, they'll be reliable. I'll kind of make a video of that. But this is a fantastic car. There goes a 3 Series. But oh yeah, this is nice. Make sure that's not a cop because it's gonna come after me. Yeah, excellent the way this car is built. You can tell just the quality. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this Lexus IS. Just buttoned down the way this feels, the way it just, yeah, wow, really, really nice. So if anybody's on one, let me know what you guys think. What has it been to you? I think it's for the money, for about $43,000, it's quite a bit of car. The ones I do want to get my hands on is the IS 500 with the 5-liter 472 horsepower V8. I think that's the one I will probably want to drive and see how that feels. Probably going to feel a little bit nose heavier. It should handle just as good, but I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not the greatest. These are not known as being the greatest handling cars compared to, say, something in the BMW, but this is actually pretty good. Actually, I feel this is pretty well behaved in terms of the handling and the way the car feels compared to, say, a BMW of this certain area as well. But of course, you got a normally aspirated V6, which is very reliable compared to the turbocharged engines that BMW has. I would say the B58 is not going to be in there because it's pretty reliable. But the N42, whatever the BMW calls this 4-cylinder turbo, which, you know, this also has a 4-cylinder turbo, which is not the best engine that Lexus has or Toyota has, and it's not the best engine for this type of chassis. It's not really like a sport demeanor engine. But wow, very impressed with this Lexus IS. But there we go, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this Lexus. If you like it for $43,000, I think it's pretty good money considering a car like this. This is a well taken care of car. Lots of car for the money for sure. Because I mean, if you want to go and get something brand new from whatever dealership now, I mean, something similar to this is going to be probably more than $50,000, $60,000. So Dark Mark Levingson sounds nice for sure. Let's go ahead, guys, and go. Yeah, this thing just flat. It's good handling. Very nice car. I mean, this thing just, yeah, it's actually much better than I expected. Especially in the sport driving, this thing just feels taut, feels planted to the ground. Fantastic feeling to this car. I really like it. Though they will ride with a BMW, probably in terms of power, of course, these are not as powerful. And what knows what, you know, we don't know what the future of this car is. So this car is getting a little bit long in the tooth. Of course, we got the IS 500 in terms of power. But in terms of being, you know, something new, turbocharged, I might be able to go here. Something turbocharged. We don't know what the future of this IS model is, and hopefully Lexus comes up with something lighter, something just as nice, much more modern, but maybe with a nice refined 9 Turbo 6 or something. I don't know what they'll come up with, but all right, guys, in conclusion, let me know what you guys think of this Lexus IS for $43,000. It's a great car, a lot of car for the money, to be honest, considering today's money. This car is reliable. It's got fantastic power. Not the greatest full mileage, but you can beat the luxury of this car. The quality as well is right there. It just feels probably one of the more quality cars I've driven lately. But wow, really fantastic car for the money. Plenty of power from these V6. I mean, if you want to go something turbo, but then you have to go up to a German counterpart or something like that. But or you know, a Nissan product to go to a turbo V6. But if you made it this far into the video, guys, I really thank you and appreciate it. Thank you so very much for all of you watching. And let's go ahead and put this thing back on reverse. And I don't know if the sensors are on or not, but I don't think they are. But there we go, guys. 2022 Lexus IS. I like it. Very impressive with this car. The power, the handling, the quality of the car, and of course reliability. Can't beat that from this Lexus Toyota. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.